Monday, May 17th, and it is 12 p.m. Late start, but that's the kind of day it is. This week, I'm gonna try to vlog, just like what's going on. There's a couple of things going on. I just graduated from university, and so this week I have a couple things going on. I'm trying to get a job, so that's the first thing. I had some interviews. Hopefully, I get a job. The second goal is to start reading more. I just finished a book called Normal People. It was pretty good. But I recently, for the first time in years, went to the library and got a library card. And I felt like a dumbass walking in there, like a 21-year-old being like, "Hi, can I have a library card?" And then it got worse when I had to go into the kids section to get the book I wanted, because I decided to embark on the journey of reading. I just hit myself in the face. The journey of reading Harry Potter. I know, call me like 20 years late to the party. I don't really care. I've seen all the movies. Pretty sure everyone knows I'm already a Harry Potter fan. Slytherin, of course. Don't know how much more cringe you can get. I am interested in seeing how the books are different. I've heard that the first book is pretty similar to the movies, but there are definitely more interesting differences that happen later on. So I'm gonna try to get through that one to be able to read the other ones more than anything else. So I do want to become a better reader though. You know, imagine you graduate from school and the first thing you want to do is start reading. I don't feel like that's how most people imagine what's going on, but that's what I want to do. Fiction, only fiction. No nonfiction. That's, no. Also this week I have a trip to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to go see Band-Maid again. This will be my fourth time seeing them. So I'm really excited about that. They're my favorite Japanese band that plays their instruments. The only other Japanese band that I really like more than them is Baby Metal, but that's just also because I got into them when I was really young, so of course I'm gonna have more of an attachment to them. But they're just as good. They're absolutely amazing. They're crazy. It's a full female band. They wear maid dresses, hence the name Band-Maid, but it's just, I mean, that's just the gimmick. The real magical part is how good their actual music is, because it's insane. So yeah, there's a lot going on this week. So let's just get started. Not sure if you could tell, but that went well. So the job part acquired. So I'm about 3 chapters into Harry Potter now, and I would definitely say that there's differences between the movie, because for one, we're still with the Dursleys. I heard it's like a lot of this book, but you know, I definitely feel like we learn a lot more about them than we do in the movies. I mean, the book starts off with Vernon's perspective, which is kind of weird, but it's interesting, definitely. There's a whole other character, Dudley's friend, that goes to the zoo with them that I didn't even know existed. So I don't think that it's not like it's boring or anything. Like, I definitely enjoy it, but I am excited to get to Hogwarts and like actually have stuff happening. Right now I just feel bad for Harry, which I think is kind of the point though. You're supposed to feel bad, but considering that I've only been reading for like an hour, that's not that bad. I'm not the fastest reader in the world either. I get distracted pretty easily. Yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna read for today, so. Hello. It is the next day, actually quite later. Today it's already 2 p.m. However, yesterday I didn't vlog anything because I didn't really do anything else. I went to work for my first day, you know, just filled out a lot of paperwork, trying to like get everything onboarding, stuff like that. It was pretty good. Then I came back here, ate some dinner, and then read more Harry Potter and went to bed. This morning all I did was literally wake up, get a shower, and then read more Harry Potter, and so now I am about halfway through the book. It's definitely good. I think it's interesting, the differences. I think that's what keeps me reading it, to be completely honest, because like I know of the basic plot already, like, and everything that's gonna happen, but I think it's so interesting to just see what's not in the movies at all, but then also like what they changed. Like, Neville was with the 3 when they found the dog, the 3 heads, when they found Fluffy. I was like, oh, I did not expect that. There's this ghost called Peeves in the book that's not in the movies at all, at least not that I know of. I feel like there's just a lot of extra information. And also like they kind of hate Hermione, which I think is like, I mean, in the first film they showed that they were like had a bit of a distaste for her due to her know-it-all nature, but like it seems like Ron straight up hates Hermione, which I think is kind of sad, but at the same time, like coming from the perspective of like 11-year-old boys, it kind of makes sense that like she's getting in their way all the time and just being a know-it-all, you know. It's not really a person you want to be best friends with, but I do think that they're a little bit harsh on her, to say the least. I don't really have any other plans for today. Just gonna do like basic house stuff that you have to do to live as a human being and read more of this. I might finish this today, honestly. I plan to go to the library again later this week to get the second one. There's another book I also checked out from the library that wasn't Harry Potter though, but I don't know if I want to like honestly read it in between and cut off like my reading Harry Potter streak. I'll have to see how I feel after I finish this one. Oh, another difference though is that he met Draco before he was at Harry Potter, before he was at Hogwarts. He met him in like a tailor for the cloaks. As soon as he started speaking, I was like, this is Draco. Like, this is Draco. I feel like they had a lot more focus of Draco in this book, but like not like positive focus or anything. Like I know I am a Draco fan. I am a Slytherin as well. But they don't make him seem like a good guy at all. Like, it's not like, oh, like, get to know Draco more. No, it's like, just here's more examples of Draco being a little twat. You know, like, I'll vlog if anything else interesting happens. Other than that, probably see you tomorrow. If I'm a liar, you'll know. So today I actually did do a bit more than I thought I was going to do, which was nothing. I went to Kohl's trying to find some more jeans, and then I decided to go to the library. And so I'll show you what I got from the library. So obviously this is the book I'm currently working on. I was going to get the next book, Chamber of Secrets. They do not have it anywhere in the public library system that I have right now. They're all checked out or apparently damaged, and they need to like mend them before they put them back on shelves. But so once I finish this, I don't have Chamber of Secrets to read immediately, but I do have other books. This is a book I checked out at the same time I checked out this. I don't really know, it just seemed interesting to me. Here you go, if you want to read, you can pause that and read that. This is just a young adult novel. This author, I didn't know who it was, and then I realized I had actually read a different book by her. She wrote the Isle of the Lost book, which is like the connecting book that is like the prequel to Disney's Descendants. So she's known for like her youth writing and stuff. So I remember reading that book and like reading it pretty quickly. I didn't love the book for Isle of the Lost, but I also think that might just be due to like what the content was about. I wasn't that interested in Disney part of it, which is kind of weird why I decided to read that then, but that's on me. So I have to finish this one next after that anyway. But I did just go to the library because I have no control, and I got Gone Girl. I've heard a lot of good things about this book, and I really am interested in actually reading this. And this I didn't actually get from the library. You know I have not read The Help yet. I'm going to read The Help though. But the library that I went to did they have like a little section where they're selling books. I don't know, maybe it's that they have like an excess of books, or they're selling ones that have already been loved, or people I guess bring in and donate books or anything. I don't think this has been a library book before. This was in really nice condition. As you can see, it's a hardback cover of the book. The only thing is, like, there's this couple of discoloration in the pages, but other than that, this book is originally $25. I paid $1 for this book. So, you know, it's a book that I wanted to read, and I was like, well, I could get it from the library, or I could just own a hardcover copy of it for $1 and read it whenever I wanted without having to worry about returning it. So, obviously, just $1 hard copy cover of the book. I mean, I know it's an older book now at this point, but, like, come on, that's a deal. But now, I'm just gonna continue reading this one and probably finish it today. That's the goal, is to finish this one today. Intermission in the middle of the week. It is Wednesday now. last night the plan was to finish Harry Potter. However, as I added in the last clip, I was unexpectedly taken out. Not taken out like taken out like outside. Also, disclaimer, no, I don't drink. I didn't drink. What I was drinking the whole time was lemonade. However, this morning I did wake up and finally finish this book. I say finally, it took me like 2.5 days to read it. Like, it did not take me very long to read this. It was a very easy read. So my review, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Not 5 because I feel like there's more. I mean, I know there is more. I've seen the movies. I know that they're gonna get better. And a lot of it did feel like, you know, this is for a kid. This is like a kid's first big novel that they're gonna read. They're gonna be so proud when they read the 300 pages, you know? Not to like discredit kids that read this, because I definitely was not reading this as a kid. I didn't start reading until middle school, like actually reading, unless it was literally forced out of me, so. No, but this is a really, really solid book. I understand why it was so successful and everyone wanted to read the next book, because I'm really excited to read the next book. However, I checked the libraries, did not have this next book. I have somebody that's gonna lend it to me though, so I will be able to read that sooner than later, rather than having to wait for a copy to come back into the library system. However, next I'm going to actually start reading this one. Found out this one's actually part of a series. There's one other book out for this series. I don't know if there's gonna be another one. I don't know what her plans are. I'm a little scared to read this one, to be honest. I don't know why. It's just I hadn't heard about it. I haven't heard anything about this book. All the other books I'm gonna be trying to read when I like getting into reading are books that like are really highly acclaimed books. Anyway, I just read the inside cover and was like, this is interesting, I'm gonna give it a shot. It's a YA romance, you know, like if I hate it so much I don't have to finish reading it. But tonight is the screening for the movie Joyride. My dance crew and I were invited to go to this screening. Anyway, movie screening tonight. We were invited. It's free, anyone can come, but we were invited to like basically promote the event and like send out links to people and be like, hey, you can come. So I'm gonna go and do that. Yeah. The fit. I don't know, my face. This is awkward. Some makeup on. I know, surprising, right? Look at my earrings, they're lightning bolts. In reference to me have just read Harry Potter. That was not on purpose, I just realized that. Pants and the belt and combat boots. Of course, where these are from, Target. I think this is Urban Outfitters, Hot Topic, and I don't know, Rack Room. Now it's time to go quickly because I'm gonna be late. Just really close to Kat's face. Oh, why is it when I zoom out? What are you doing? Trying to vlog.
She's vlogging the experience.
Yeah. We sit in the reserved seat section.
For the senior citizens.
That there's also a group of those people here. Hello. Please don't.
Quinn.
Okay. Well, we're the special people. Oh. Here to watch the movie. Yes, I am.
I'm so happy to see this because I originally wanted to see this movie.
So close to me. She grabbed the camera closer to her. It was just her face in the screen. No.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah. She wanted to see the movie. Oh, they got another screening. We'll have to get an email invitation that time as well.
We're reserved.
Literally.
The benefits of a dance crew, y'all.
No, for real. I mean, even though it's open to anybody else, but
we reserved.
But we reserved.
We got the email. That's the funniest.
No, but this week I'm doing so I've been reading this week, and I'm doing like a book vlog reading. I finished Harry Potter yesterday, the first one.
You finished?
The first one.
You've read them before, right?
No, this is my first time reading them.
Did you like it?
The first one, yeah, I thought it was
better, yeah.
I don't know if it's better, but I definitely, it's different. I don't know if I'm gonna say it's better ever. I'm sorry, Dakota's face was accidentally like in the screen and she eating popcorn like.
I was like staring. Yeah, you took both cups. Don't turn the camera to me.
She's running away from her crimes.
You gonna share the popcorn? Oh yeah, girl, go ahead. Look at her. I kind of want some soda, but she got high C. Who gets that?
I love high C.
Bombastic side eye.
I am.
Me and Jayla got similar tastes though sometimes.
We argue about stuff and then we're like the most similar.
You got butter in your popcorn?
I sound like you got games on your phone.
I'm too lazy to get
Yeah, I
outside.
do have butter on my popcorn.
Let me just taste the difference.
Actually kind of hot though.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, now I want to beat her.
I sent everything.
So, review.
I think it was really funny. I loved it. I laughed a lot.
Like I didn't watch the trailer, so I really
Kat had no idea what was going on.
Give it a try.
Well, I think it was a bit crass.
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 I don't think she thinks that.
What do you think? My opinion? Yeah, go ahead.
That whole movie from start to finish was a train wreck, and I loved it though. There are some people that should never, ever, ever see that movie.
Yeah.
But there are a lot more people that should see it because it's hilarious.
Oh, that's put that on the movie poster right there. That is. Okay, give your review though.
Oh, it was really good.
Side eye.
10 out of 10. 11 out of 10.
They should have caught her. That could have been the end of credit.
And she took her fucking suitcase.
That could have been.
Yeah, give your review. Give your review.
Oh,
What were you gonna do?
nothing. That movie was really funny, and we love a dead eye.
Like, no, when everybody's literally having sex and Deadeye's having a dance battle. That's
So funny.
No, hold on. Is that threesome sexy? Like what he said. Look, what he said.
Bombastic side eye.
He said he wants you to kiss all your body out. At the end of the day, what he said, and they panned to him. And he was like,
Bruh, nah, it was cringy with two heads there, and it was like this. Why were they moving so fast?
Oh, that's your outfit. Dang, I didn't notice full bodies. Is it my pants?
Ooh.
outfit
I have no idea.
I just came from work. She said classy businesswoman.
Okay, show yours now.
oh yeah, show your outfit. You look good.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Okay.
Okay, I was like, oh my god.
At least you have space.
Just stick your tongue out.
Wait, don't eat her popcorn.
Oh, yeah. just like lick it. No, let me show you how to do it. You gotta go like this. Wait, hold it. Wait, I already licked it. You're gonna lick it?
Yeah, look here.
Okay. Okay. I feel like we should do like the
Take it out like that. No, you gotta take it out like.
Okay. So give me a pause popcorn.
You licked her hands?
No, she licked the popcorn. Before you looked up, you looked cross-eyed.
Where's your mom?
I don't know why your forehead looks so big.
Where's your mom?
I was saying we did this before.
Oh my god. Okay.
So, 3, 2, 1.
That was a thing we all landed on. Hey y'all, it is 11:09 on Thursday. Almost gonna be Friday soon. I didn't vlog at all today. I literally did nothing today. I didn't even read today. I just woke up. I finished Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny actually, but I finished that show and then I got ready to go to work and I went to work and I closed the night. I didn't get home until like almost 10 and then I had to pack for the trip and I have to leave for the airport at 3. I'm trying to get almost 4 hours of sleep. It's gonna be something. I have done this once before for the last time I saw them. Kind of have an idea of what the day's gonna be like and I think I'm gonna go to take a nap before the concert. I finished packing and I'm gonna go to bed. So talk to y'all in the morning. Hopefully I remember to vlog. That'd be really unfortunate if I didn't. hour early because there was no security line. So now I'm just trying to find something that's open so I can eat something because I'm fucking starving. It's almost 4. It's not quite 4 yet. Plane board's at 5:15. I have fear that something's gonna leave without me, so of course I have to be here 2 hours early. I mean, I've definitely been in worse situations. Rather be early than not. The Master Feast. This was $13 for a tall coffee and this. In Atlanta.
Are we in zone 8?
I don't know where we are. I don't know where it says. That's their tour bus. I'm gonna drive by us. God. Last time we were in a line area where we couldn't see this or anything. That is a big bus. Ain't no way they're about to just stop here. Ain't no way.
We'll have to hold you back.
I'm like, what? That was it.
Which one is that?
She's not coming back. Somebody just walked in though. I think it might have been all of them though.
County?
Who?
Just walk down the street and wave to the fans.
I don't know, but the green jacket, yeah. Yeah, super zoom or something. Can we see people's faces? This is a pretty good zoom. That's somebody. And Crocs. Confirms wear Crocs. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Wanted to explain, like, we didn't just go over there to film inside their bus as like a creeper. We went down that alley to get to the Whole Foods to use the bathroom, and when we came back, the bus was open, and I just thought it was cool, so I filmed it. It wasn't trying to be a creeper, but it kind of ended up being that.
My name is Banana.
My name is Gorilla. Yeah, I recorded 61 videos. Obviously, I did not do 61 shows. Actually, now I'm really confused about that number. I should probably recheck that. Damn, I recorded a lot. I deleted everything off my phone before going to this concert so that I would have space, and I was crunching to try to be able to charge my phone. I'm sure you enjoyed the short clips. They're obviously a lot longer ones. I'm trying to debate whether or not I want to post full clips on YouTube or not, because some of them are pretty good. It was just a really good concert. It was like no problems with them from there. I thought the set list was really solid as well. I love all their songs, but like I really liked the new stuff, and they did a lot of the new stuff. It was their 10-year anniversary concert, so I think a lot of people were kind of hoping they would do a little bit more old stuff, you know, in remembrance of the 10-year anniversary. However, that just didn't seem like the vibe that they were going for. It wasn't like an Eras tour kind of a thing. It was them just being like, hey, this is our music. This is what we represent right now. You know, this is how we've come, how far we've come in 10 years. However, this is a little bit of the negative. Live Nation, Ticketmaster. I'm not gonna get into the whole entire monopoly and just the boundful amounts of illegalness that company is, and how it's hell if you don't know anything about them. Watch literally any video about the Taylor Swift situation with her concert. It's not like it's just her concert. I feel like it's kind of a little bit annoying that like people only started paying attention to this shit really fucking happening. Like, people were like, oh, we need to put a stop to this after the Taylor Swift one, even though this has been happening to fans forever, especially a lot of K-pop fans, because these are big events that get fucking screwed over big time. Anyway, Live Nation is ass, Ticketmaster is ass, but what really pisses me off more than the monopoly is the fact that they don't know how to run events. If they were the perfect event runner and had no fucking flaws, then I wouldn't give a shit about the monopoly, okay? But they do. Basically, there were 2 tiers of VIP. This was known. There were 2 tiers of VIP, and then there was general admission. What they said on the website, I guess insert screenshot now if I can find it. Tier 1, like the ultimate VIP, had more than tier 2. The difference being, from what we could see, was that it had a drink voucher and it had an additional signed poster, I think, and we both got the same amount of merch. I think they just got the drink voucher and the poster, the signed like postcard, which we got the last time. It basically, because the drink voucher, you normally used to get a signed thing. I don't know why they added $100 just for a drink voucher and a signed thing, because this is where the difference is. Both VIP 1 and VIP 2, which I don't like being called VIP 2, $100 difference, by the way. Both said early access. No differentiation, and they were both tiered as VIP level. Actually, somebody had emailed before the event, like way before the event, said before they even bought their tickets, to be like, what is the exact difference of that? And they had sent them back a copy and paste exact thing on what the page said. People are not doing more than what they're paid for, honestly, whatever, but like, it's when situations like this happen that pisses me off a little bit. What we got there and we got to the venue was, we got a number. Band-Maid fans, by the way, this is no diss to any Band-Maid fans that bought Ultimate VIP. I want to make that very clear. I'm frustrated by the situation, but I'm not frustrated at them. That makes sense. They just,
choose how to spend their money the way that they wanted to spend it. We got there at like 8 a.m. Okay, first of all, we got there at 8 a.m. We got in line. We were number 26 and 27. Okay, like people got there at 5 a.m. You know, it wasn't like a huge bunch of people, but there's like this dedicated fan base, and I like to think that we're part of that dedicated fan base. We don't go to multiple shows because we're not rich. I'm not saying those other people are rich, but they definitely put a lot of work in to be able to go to those shows, and I respect it. I highly respect it. We get there really early, we get in line. They do say, hey, we're probably gonna be split up between Ultimate VIP and VIP, and we're like, oh, we didn't think that was a thing. And so I was like, oh damn, that's sad. Like, we bought VIP too. However, we're talking to a lot of people who find out, like, people that we were talking to all bought regular VIP too. And whatever, like, this VIP line is not that long. It's then they move us into the other side and split us, like, put the Ultimate VIP first. And apparently people that we were talking to were just the only people that bought regular VIP, almost, I think. Not the only people, obviously. But there is a long Ultimate VIP line of people out of the VIP people that were already there. This was like the group of, like, in total, I would say like 100 people maybe. And so when you split us up like that, about 30 people were Ultimate VIP, the rest were regular VIP 2. These are people that arrived early. They keep adding to the VIP line. People keep getting in this line. People keep going down this line. We're thinking, oh, but the Ultimate VIP is in front of us and we're behind us. Like, I'm mad that they get earlier entry considering there was nothing about that on the website, but it is what it is. Then they start to separate us into 2 different lines to be able to start checking our tickets to be able to give out the badges that we got, which is just the lanyard and a badge. It just says, they're all the same. It doesn't even say VIP, but you get this, like, memorable badge. I actually got the tour date wrong for Nashville on there, which is kind of funny, but also kind of sad. Like, what the fuck, man? They split up the 2 lines, and then they started taking people from the back of the VIP line that we thought were just general admission. They got in the wrong line, and then it kept getting added to Ultimate VIP. At the end, Ultimate VIP ended up being longer than VIP 2. And in total, there had to be, how many tickets do you think they sold for VIP in total? I feel like there's 100 Ultimate VIP at least.
It might have been like about 100 of each.
Like, I think it was like 100 of each.
It might have been 150.
But it just made
You know, it had to be more than 100. It had to be more than 100. It was probably like 150 at least.
It was just so annoying because we first of all, didn't even know those people were Ultimate VIP, and suddenly they were in front of us. They didn't wait at all, but we waited in the early morning. Like, I get it, it's fine. They bought the ticket. I'm not mad at them.
So they didn't tell us those were the rules. That's not.
And now the fact that they didn't tell us that these were the rules made it worse and made it useless, and it felt everything. And like there was almost no one in general admission line, and it felt like, oh my god, they sold more VIP than general admission. At the end, more general admission people ended up coming and filling out the place later, but none of them waited because like they knew that they had no goddamn chance. But people, the third person in line, we all numbered ourselves. The third person in line, and like what was the other guy, like freaking 7? These 2 guys that were there since like 5 a.m. ended up being in the 3rd row. Like, I know the 3rd row sounds like not that bad. It's a pretty wide, like, stage. In the scheme of things, it's really not that bad. We were panicking while outside. When we got inside, it was not nearly as bad. And as the show moved up, people like moved and left areas and stuff like that. And I ended up kind of pretty much in the second, like a meta second row. Like, not really the second row, but like kind of there. Like, not trying to like get into people's personal space, but like people kept leaving. Like, to the back. I think people were, like, needed air. Anyway, though, I just hate Live Nation. It was really frustrating, and it made me want to cry because I felt like we spent $100 more on a ticket that was useless. Oh, and then the venue had an additional fast pass you could buy because, of course, the venue's going to sell their own version. I don't know how that's allowed. So I felt like everybody in the world was going before us. But the concert was great, and now I'm very tired. I ate a chocolate bar, and I'm going to go to bed. now Friday. It's been basically a whole entire week since I vlogged. Nothing happened. I mean, I knew that I wasn't going to finish the book. So basically, this book, I started reading it at the airport on Friday. And I had gotten like 100 pages in between both flights. They were short flights. It was only from like Florida to Atlanta. So I got way further in it than I thought. I'ma just be honest. You can skip this book. Do not need to read it. This is a 1, if not like a 2, if not a 1 out of 5 stars. I mean, I do give it credit because I went through it decently quickly. I mean, I know I'm saying it's Friday and I started reading this on last Friday, so it took me like a whole week to read, but I was also just really busy. Like, it's not even just this book. When I sat down to read it, I could literally read like 100 pages at once, like kind of a thing, but this is so YA. But let me just get into like what it's about. First of all, there's 2 perspectives in this book. There's a girl named Shadow and there's a boy named Calden Holt. The book switches back and forth between chapter on what perspective it is. So this chapter is from Shadow's perspective, the other one would be Calden's, except for it's not actually like that. Shadows are all written in first person, like typical YA is, and Calden's are all written in third person. I'm gonna be honest, it's a little weird. I get that it's kind of supposed to be because we are the female character, almost, and so that's why it is in first person versus his not being in first person. But then at that point, like, why give us another perspective? In the beginning, it really did sometimes like let us in on some like things that were happening because they weren't at the same place at the same time for the beginning of the book. But then they ended up being like together for like more than half of the book. And so when it would switch perspectives, it really felt useless, especially because his was a third person perspective. It was just like as if we were just watching everything happen just suddenly from third person for no reason. It really didn't add anything to me. It kind of was just confusing. I'm not a huge fan of first person writing to begin with. I know that's what happens in YA. Like, I'm not gonna diss that. I just really just don't like it anymore. When I was younger, I wouldn't have had any problem with it. Like I said, YA used to be my favorite genre when I was younger because I feel like when you first start finding romance stuff, that's what you're gonna like. Let me get into the plot. So they live in this magical world called Aventine. This is a map of it all. There's like different kingdoms. There was a king, there's magic, but then one of the kings in the past was like a tyrant and he hid magic from the rest of the world. And they have their own army of people and followers that still exist to this day, even though that king got overthrown. But anyway, there's another king that showed up later and decided they were going to stop all the followers, because they were still followers even though that other king was gone, and try to make magic available to the whole entire world. Because basically they were gatekeeping the magic. They were like, not regular peasants don't get magic, only us get magic. And they were like, no, magic is something that belongs to everybody. So the king fought them, trying to put an end to this following. He ended up dying during that. So there's the queen, and the queen assigned Calden Holt's father through a blood oath, the queen's assassin, he's the queen's assassin, to find the scrolls to have like all the magic information to be able to like give them to everybody. He died before he was able to do that. And so that responsibility fell on his son, Cal. And so he basically has to do everything for the queen, literally, physically by blood oath. Shadow is just a girl that wants to join the guild of like magical people and like fight. She wants to be an assassin. She looks up to Cal as well. She's like, oh my god, he's so cool. He's a fighter and he kills people. Anyway, in the beginning of the book, Cal saves her life as well. And so he ends up getting arrested though for something, and she tries to save him. I'm giving a really bad explanation of this book. I'm not great at giving plot, especially in a book that I really wasn't that interested in. They end up together on this journey though to try to stop what the king had intended to stop, that originally the people that were gatekeeping the magic, and they find out that there's more of them, and they're trying to put a stop to it. This is the first book of a series. I think it was intended to be a series from the beginning, because I read the end of it and I was like, this is kind of like a poor ending, to be completely honest. I mean, like worse than the rest of the book kind of a way, where it was just like, okay, this just suddenly ended. And so I think that it's, because I know that there's another one of this series out already, that might make that a better ending. I don't have any intention of reading that. I'm fine with having just read this. I feel like I got a bit of brain rot from this. Like, even the editing, like, it wasn't like that there was like major spelling errors in this or anything. It was just like sometimes I feel like the wrong word was used. Like, it would be like spelled properly, but it would be like a where instead of were kind of a situation where you're like, I don't think that's what that's supposed to say. I don't know, it felt very juvenile. Literally the character at one point says, I'm not like other girls, and you just feel like you're having brain rot. The book tries to be like self-aware sometimes and a little quirky and stuff like that, but then also simultaneously wrote the most boring YA main character you could have ever possibly had. Her name is literally Shadow, well, her nickname is Shadow, and you're just like, wow, okay. Her perspectives are way worse. The third person ones are actually a lot more enjoyable because it's just literally watching things happen from a third person perspective. But when you're in first person, you're just like, oh my god, this girl is so dumb. Also, like, because this is like a romance novel, the romance is super mid. To be completely honest, I don't know. I don't think it's really out of the realm of like what typical YA romance is though. Like, it's not like it's bad by that sense. It's just that like I think fan fiction and Band-Maid has like screwed up my mind, and now I like expect this like epic romance, and it's just, you're not gonna get that. Basically, can you tell I didn't really enjoy this book, but I read it. Anyway though, I am back to reading Harry Potter. I did have one more library book that I checked out called Gone Girl. I mean, everybody knows this book, I think. It's just, this is a big book with a lot of words on a page. This is a lot, and I'm gonna be honest, after reading this, I just really don't think I could like force myself to read a genre I'm not used to right now. I felt like I'd probably completely drop the book just because of like boredom. I need to like fill my brain with endorphins again. So we're reading the next Harry Potter book instead. I'm already 3 chapters in. I mean, I think these books are so well written. They're so interesting. I also like the speed that this one's going. It's a lot faster. We're already with Ron and everything. We're about to make it back to the Burrow and everything. I just know I'm gonna love this book. The Chamber of Secrets was always one of my favorite Harry Potter movies growing up. That's gonna be at the end of this vlog. If you want my opinion on the things I'm reading, I'm going to end up liking this. Maybe I'll end up reading Gone Girl. Maybe this will become a book talk channel. Probably not. I'm just not smart enough for that. Anyway, I'm going to try to now edit this whole hodgepodge of things that happened together. This week and this past 2 weeks have been a lot. There's been a lot that's happened. It's been fun, that's for sure, but it's been a lot. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope that this vlog was not incredibly boring or incredibly long and just had some sort of substance to it, because I have not reviewed any of the footage yet. And I hope that one day you'll see me again. My channel is kind of in a state of limbo. Obviously, I was gone for a hot minute due to school, graduated school though. That's pretty fun. Besides that, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this channel. Reaction videos are fun and easy. I definitely do like reaction videos. I think they're fun to edit. I think they're fun to watch. I totally get why people like reaction videos. To be completely honest, besides Twice as well, like I'm not like super invested in K-pop anymore. I mean, obviously they're all copyrighted by the companies, but like for other things that I really like that I would love to react to, they're a lot harder to not even get copy striked, like where the video gets taken down and I get a strike on my channel and my channel gets threatened to be deleted. Like, so stuff I would run to watch, like maybe like an anime watch along or a like J-pop music, like reactions, like those are a lot harder to do even though I would like to do them. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm trying to do here, but maybe we'll do this. Not even does well, but if this video is like fun for me to edit, maybe this will be the thing. This will be the new meta. Reading. Have a good one. See you later. Why do I sound like Ludwig? Bye.